Yes. What's up, everybody? I just got back from Florida. I spent almost an entire week lounging by the pool, doing data entry, updating the stats on the Patreon, building fighter histories, getting ready for the year ahead of us that is going to be the UFC betting that we are going to be at until the end of this year, trying to stack cash tickets like flapjacks, trying to beat these bookies with a bag of oranges until they cry. And as I was flying back to Chicago, when I got off the plane in the freezing cold weather, and I wondered to myself, I says, Weezy, what the hell do you live in Chicago for when you could be living down south down there where the weather is beautiful and you could be out by a pool in the month of February? It makes so much more sense. So it got me hungry, everybody. It got me hungry. I'm looking to cash big this week, because that's the only way I'm getting out of this hellhole that we call Chicago, getting out of these horse shit winters that I suffer through every damn year. It's going to be about hitting fat, greasy four-leg parlays that will wind up getting me down there so that I can live in warm weather in February like the rest of the civilized world does. And it starts tonight. It starts at like 2 a.m. when we watch these people fight, these people that we've never seen in the UFC before. The Road to UFC card, one of the lower level cards that we've had this year and we're going to see over the entire year, but doesn't matter if they're low level or high level. The best cards that we get are the ones where we stack cash tickets like flapjacks, and I am swinging for the fences this week, you guys. Leg one, Greasy four-leg parlay, the Dennis Tialulan money line, plus 185. Look, Jun Yong Park has a really bad habit of getting into stand-up wars with guys who can actually defend a takedown when he might not necessarily be the more powerful striker. And Dennis Tialulan's good on the feet, man. He's much taller, much longer, straight punches, and very, very powerful. I think he's got way more knockout power than Jun Yong Park does have for this middleweight division. In addition to that, Tialulan pressures, which is going to make it difficult for Jun Yong Park to kind of plant his feet and throw in combination. So I think the pressure, the size, the power of Tialulan, and the good takedown defense and get-up game that we saw in the Kizraev fight, where he did stop a couple takedowns, where he did get taken down in the first, but wound up getting back up and landing some big shots and pressuring Kizraev on the feet. I don't see I don't see Jun Yong Park being as good of a grappler as some of the guys that Tialulan has already been in the cage with, namely Kizraev, namely Ali Skarov and Brave. He's seen some high-level grappling. I don't think Jun Yong Park's on that level. I think this line is entirely too wide. So we're starting off fat with a big plus money number in order to get this thing obese, ladies and gentlemen. Fat. We want fatness. We want rolls of fat coming off of this parlay. We want it to be greasy, fat, stanky, and also paying big. So line two, even fatter odds. Hyun Sung Park inside the distance at plus 275. Hyun Sung Park has finished all 6 out of his 7 professional wins, 3 by knockout, 3 by submission. He will be the much better submission grappler in this contest, and I also believe that he will be the better striker. This guy is a natural finisher. He's finished every fight except for his debut as a pro, so he's on a 6-fight finishing streak. He is an equal opportunity finisher with great grappling, good takedowns, good back takes, good chokes on the ground, but he also hits hard and can set up a club and sub with a good striking combination on the feet as well. So I like Hyun Sung Park here. He's at least a minus 200 favorite to win this fight. Plus, he's the more natural finisher, and I do believe that when we see him get in there, we're going to see a skill gap big enough that will make him finish this fight inside the distance. And fight doesn't go to decision is plus 160, I believe, for this fight. But this is plus 275. And his opponent, Choi, has only finished 2 of his 6 pro wins. So I really don't see his opponent being a very dangerous opponent. And I think Park's going to wind up getting this fight to the ground and submitting Choi and cashing a plus 275 for us, which will have us on our way to cashing this parlay, because leg 3 is going to be the Indonesian hillbilly, Jaka Seregi money line, minus 125. He's the far more dangerous fighter here. He's explosive. He's got good grappling. He's good everywhere, much more experienced, and a lot of 5-round experience as a professional. So he's been a champion. He's been scheduled for 5 rounds at least 5 times in his 13-fight career thus far, which makes him far more experienced and far more tested than his opponent, Anshul Jubilee. We don't know enough about either one of these guys, but we do see Sergey finishing 11 of his 12 wins inside the distance. We see him being well-rounded, explosive, and he's much more likely to be landing the more eye-catching shots in this spot. So whether he finishes or not, I feel like he's got a really good chance to win this fight. And then the last leg, which is what we have to do to bring it in, you guys, you already know who it's going to be. It is going to be the 7,000-year-old vampire from the mountains of Transylvania, one Sergey Spivak, Nosferatu, via blood drain. There's already rumors that Derek Lewis is injured. This guy's been yo-yo dieting up and down. He's been having problems. A lot of talk about a potential injury here for Derek Lewis. And a great way to get injured is to get into the cage with the man that you see on the screen right now. You don't want to be fighting vampires when you're hurt. You don't want to be fighting vampires when you have a potential back injury here. Sergey Spivak's going to take this man down, maul him like the polar bear that he is, finish this fight inside the distance to cash the 4th leg of Uncle Weezy's Greasy 4-leg parlay for UFC Vegas 68. Sergey Spivak, Nosferatu, Uncle Weezy's ass shaving of the week inside the distance, ladies and germs, at -200 on DraftKings Sportsbook, brings this parlay up to an obese plus 2,785 on DraftKings Sportsbook. And I like all 4 of these lines. I am sick of living in the freezing cold of Chicago. I'm cashing big bets from now on, and I'm moving down to Florida with the rest of the civilized people who can sit by a pool in the month of February and actually get a tea time and go golfing 3 times a week when the rest of us pricks up here up north are shoveling snow and throwing out our backs. Let's see what's going on with the chat right now. I appreciate you guys joining me late. I got this one out late, but it's been a long week already. My guy Jared Curry saying, "Oi, the only thing I like more than obese parlays is obese men fighting at the plumber's crack of dawn." We've got all those things happening today, Jared. Very, very exciting. My guy Daz Files in the room yelling, "Oi!" And we've got a banana boat float in the room saying, "What up, Weezy? How are you? Do the fight start at 10 o'clock tonight?" Yeah, I believe they're going to be starting 37 minutes from right now, 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. Can't wait to see these fights. They are going to be fun. We got DJ in the room saying the hardest working man in the game. I appreciate you, DJ. Thank you for hanging out. Samuel Gilly saying, "Hell yeah, making it out of the mud. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Samuel. Thanks for joining us." Jared Curry saying, "Weezy needs a mushroom lunch worth of cash tickets." Yes, I do. And if we hit this parlay, we're going to be stacking them high, ladies and gentlemen. DJ saying, "Moved from Chicago to New Orleans 7 years ago. Highly recommend moving south. Fuck them winters." Man, I couldn't agree with you more. Worth it saying, "I have Dennis Teolulum at plus 203. Love, we are both writing this guy at Uncle Weezy." Dennis Teolulum, yes, sir. I think it's a really fat line, and I think Jun Young Park is going to give Teolulum the fight that he wants. And I think Teolulum has the skills, even if Jun Young Park does try to wrestle early and often, to keep this fight standing and to still land the bigger shots in the stand-up, using that pressure, using that reach and height advantage that he has. Jared saying, "Also fuck Handy Aswad." Oh, yeah, for hopping on Egyptian supplements and destroying my maze-based parlays. That one hurt me, too. I had a big bet on Dante Mays that week. He was Uncle Weezy's ass shaving of the week. And, yeah, Hamdi came in there, hopped up on goofballs, got himself a win, but he also got himself a 2-year USADA suspension. So he must have really, really been on the gas. I didn't hear exactly what it was he pissed hot for, but it sounds like my man Hamdi went to the fucking doctor and said, give me the best shit that you got. So, because they suspended it for 2 years. It's a long time. We got Jared Curry saying, "Cholesterol alert, let's go." And we got Justin J saying, "Oi, howdy from Mount Rushmore, Unc. Hello, chat. Nice. Thanks for checking in, Justin." And we've got Dab Father saying, "My guy Weezy, let's go." What's up, Dab Father? And Jared Curry saying, "Jump scare warning." Let's go, you guys. Let's cash this greasy ass parlay. The man on the screen will be the fourth leg, hopefully cashing this thing out for us if the first three legs do come through. Only two cash bets or true track bets for me this week. It is the Dennis Tialulan money line for 1 unit at plus 199 on BetOnline Sportsbook, and the Hyun-Sung Park inside the distance line half unit at plus 275. Two of the legs of this four-leg parlay, so you know that I like them. You guys, let's stack cash tickets like flapjacks for UFC Vegas 68, and I will see you tomorrow night for Stat Diggers. I'm going to spend the rest of the night tonight getting these stats ready, getting the fighter histories ready so that the Patreon members can have the stats and the prop template by tomorrow, and we'll be ready for Stat Diggers tomorrow on Pub Sports Radio. Good luck on all your bets today. Let's stack cash tickets like flapjacks. God bless each and every one of you guys, and I will see you tomorrow on Pub Sports Radio with my guy DFS by the Numbers. DFS by the Numbers is live on his channel right now for Best Bet. I am heading over there to hang out with him and to see what him and Johnny K. Picks are talking about this week. So Diego M. saying, oi, what's up, Weezy? We got Banana Boat Float saying, I'm with you on the big four-legger. Let's cash it, Banana Boat. And King of NPCs saying, good luck, Weezy. Good luck to you, King of NPCs. Good luck on the fights today, everybody. Let's stack them high, and I will see you tomorrow on Stat Diggers. Good night and good luck, everybody.